Go on, Paka. Let's go. You remember something? And when you get them new clothes, doggy. What is good? What is good? What is Gucci? Courtney IG, and I'm back again. This time we're going for a behind the inspirEnrich mix, guys. So let's lock this off a little piece. So we're talking about behind the inspirEnrich, VYBZ KARTEL, Mavado, Gully, Gaza, dancehall mix, which I dropped in 2020. Guys, I feel like this mix needed to be revisited for the reasons that I'm just seeing the dominance of Massacre's album, how that has just made such a wave in dancehall space. And I felt like, you know what? It's the time to revisit and talk about this, because for those who don't know, the Behind the inspirEnrich mixes is where I take a mix that I've done before and start to, in collaboration with the DJ, and I start to kind of depict the reasoning behind why I did that mix at that point of time. So off memory, because this video is off cuff, guys. I didn't really plan to do it. It just came to my mind and I thought, you know what, I want to talk about it. So it was around the Easter time of 2020 when I dropped this mix. And I felt like, you know, I wanted to do something which would shed lights on the hits which VYBZ and Mavado were making at the time and having their caliber. Not necessarily focusing on the war element. For those who don't know, VYBZ KARTEL and Mavado were going back and forth on Sting, outside of Sting. There was a split in different sides of Jamaica where there was a lot of war, a lot of violence, a lot of killing because of allegiances to either side. So I didn't want to focus on that in the mix. What I wanted to focus on is bringing out the hits like Clocks, which are just timeless. This must be 10 plus years. This must be like, I don't even know. I can't even think off the top of my head, but it still stands the test of time. Class me prefer. Class with a letter. Anyway, off cuff, as I said, this video is just going to be a bit organic. It's going to be free flowing. So yeah, as I was saying, guys, I wanted to shed lights on the hits. I didn't want to focus on the violence and the attacks which they did against each other. I wanted to put them together in one mix to shed light on the dancehall sound and the dominance of two of the most iconic artists in dancehall from Jamaica, period, ever. That is unquestionable. And they're contrasting sounds, guys. They have contrasting deliveries and sounds. VYBZ KARTEL has a style which can be, for some, abrasive. Can be, for some, they can't get the lyrics. They can't catch up with the flows and think he's less so melodic than Mavado, which is actually incorrect. Both, I would say, can intertwine and do both. Mavado can be lyrical. Mavado can make those commercial songs like the ones he did with Steph London and the like in the past. And he can come in and give you the lyrical stuff. But VYBZ, when he's in his war element, I feel like there ain't anyone who can match him. And today, you see how VYBZ's delivery consistently has kept him still at the forefront of the dancehall conversation. He even dropped an album this year. Dropped an album last year. Mavado, on the other hand, I don't see him so much dropping projects. He drops the odd single here and there, feature here and there, but it's like, when you look at it, VYBZ is still there. VYBZ is very much still, you can't say a top 5 of dancehall and not put VYBZ KARTEL in there. That would be a disrespect to him. So, guys, yeah, the idea behind the mix was purely to shed lights on the hits, but not focus purely on the hits only. Give different melodies, give different feels, different sounds, different vibes. So let's just put it in a little bit. Let's let that play, let it run. Mm-mm. 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 So it's just like these guys, artists, really could do Celebrity Did, have a prepare. Hey, come on, like that's what I feel like. The sound with some artists, they're not able to give us that diversification with their sounds and their delivery. It's like either they're doing the war or they're not doing. They can't do the Gallem tune. Vibes, Mavado. What I was shedding light on here is these guys can do both. They can do the gal rhythms, they can do the mellow rhythms, they can do the hype stuff, they can do everything. Me not have time for you. Me not have time for you. And it's like, even with the song, you don't have time for not your time, that's a waste time. So it's like, people try to say Vibes was just like, maybe misogynistic, or maybe just like too abrasive. There's lines in there with substance. I mean, I have time for no jail time, that's a waste time. Obviously, he's in jail now, coincidentally. But his music lives on. What he's done outside of music, we ain't here to talk about that. I'm just here to give the background to why I felt it was necessary to do this mix, which you can check out on the inspirEnrich Soundcloud if you don't know. All the description, links, all of those, you know what I'm saying? They're going to be all in the comments. Don't worry about it. But yeah, let's just let this mind scatter them up. Read the dollar sign. So yeah, man, this mix, man, it's got a little bit of everything, guys, man. Don't sleep on it. And this album, before we get to let that run a little bit more, that album from Mavado, what was it, Mr. Brooks' Story or something along those lines? Let me just look it up to be absolutely correct. As I said, guys, I'm just doing this off the cuff, man. I'm not even planning this one. I'm just gonna be organic with it. But yeah, like, I felt like that album from Mavado, what was the name of the thing? Yeah, Mr. Brooks, A Better Tomorrow, was an album with songs like, let's have a look at the little track list again now. On the Rock, So Blessed, So Special, Real Killer, Money Changer, Money, Inna the Car Back. You know, like, people slept on that. I know it's a long time ago now, but it's like, that is a very strong dancehall album with reggae, with meaning, with, you know what I'm saying, real substance. Obviously, Vibes has got a vast catalogue of classics. Pon the Gaza, you know what I'm saying. Let's have a look at the Vibes catalogue that I have here. Like, the trilogy, Vybz Kartel Forever trilogy, Vybz Kartel King of the Dancehall, Pon the Gaza. Oh my gosh, that is one of the... Pon the Gaza, guys. Can we put some respect on Pon the Gaza? I feel like Pon the Gaza is one of the best dancehall projects ever. In terms of hits, like, or maybe the trilogy, like the Vybz Kartel Forever trilogy, man. Like, that 2009, guys, was the period of time where they were just, I feel like they were kind of just neck and neck with hits. And it made sense that Sting was the time where they came together and they went against each other and made such an iconic Sting. Obviously, it resulted in violence, as I mentioned, on either sides, but they came to an agreement. I don't know where they're at right now. I think they were going back and forward. And let's hope, you know, if... Yeah, I'm not going to comment on the jail situation, but let's just say the music lives on, and we cannot deny that there are some great moments that came out of that period of time. And this, summertime. Let's talk about this now. Summertime. Like, are you going to let a summertime pass and you ain't playing this? Or you can't call yourself a Jamaican if you're letting summertime pass and you ain't playing summertime. is Beach. This is, here we go. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it is winter now, and I'm still playing this. You know why? Because it makes you feel good. It's good vibes, good energy, vibes intended. It's good vibes, it's good energy, it's uplifting. It's just like, you see how this mix was just, big up Delano. You might not even watch this, but big up Delano for the intertwine here. Because when we do these kind of mix, I told him the feel, I told him the vibes that I wanted to do. I gave him the track list, I gave him the idea. And those kind of blends, summertime, into this, there you go, man. It just that's dancehall, that's Jamaican culture, you know? This is it, this is free, this is, settle down, man. Like, just settle down and listen to the mix. You know where to go, man. I ain't gonna let you hear the whole mix in this. If you want to hear the whole mix, you know where you need to go. You need to go. You want to live up the high life and hear the whole mix. You need to go to the inspirEnrich Soundcloud and tap in. So that was the behind the inspirEnrich, guys. inspirEnrich mix. If you want to hear the whole mix, if you want to get more of these, there's a playlist of them, and you can get a bit of the idea behind the mix. This was just about me embracing the Jamaican roots that I have, family, the music that I was listening to back then, bringing it into this, giving you a feel of that, giving you two iconic legends back to back. And yeah, I hope when you listen to it, you enjoy it. Leave me a comment, all of that, like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Check in on the best of inspirEnrich series where this is featured, and kind of see the ideas and the concepts. If you want a few more, I can do more, because there's a few that I didn't do. I haven't yet done the Drake and Weekend one. There's a few mixes I haven't explained, guys, because I wasn't doing all of them originally. But this one is about dancehall, Sunday vibes. I wanted to put some light on the dancehall sound because Massacre delivered a masterpiece album. All right, if you want to get the review, you know where to go for that. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, inspirEnrich.